And now, Waiākea High School presents Kale o ka Lanakila.
Long ago, before anyone can remember, the islands of the Pacific were like cradles, often shaken by storms of fighting. But even when things were hard, a wish for peace grew in everyone's heart like a flower. They wished for harmony, like the many colors of the forest flowers.
Our people are tired of fighting. We want peace.
I feel the same.
After fighting for a very long time, the leaders from the North and the South decided to make peace through means of marriage, and this offer was met with much joy. While the Pacific had many different cultures, languages, and ways of life, everyone agreed upon the vital importance of plants. There were sweet-smelling plants, plants that cured illnesses, and plants that were both delicate yet strong. It was through the plants that the people of the Pacific were connected.
Let the new generation protect our Aina.
This is our son, Tuta.
Let their marriage symbolize a new promise of peace.
As their agreement was made, the chiefs and their ohana felt a gentle breeze blow through the clearing, carrying the sweet scent of plumeria. And just like that, a promise was made, like a delicate flower to bring unity. After making the long voyage north to Hawaii, Tuta grew to love his new home. The kindness of the people and the beauty of the flowers always made him feel welcome, but he couldn't stop thinking of his future with his betrothed and the gardens he dreamt of creating.
Adjusting to his new home meant Tuta also needed to adjust to his soon-to-be wife, Kau'i. She was beautiful, gracious, and most of all, adventurous. She came from a long line of ali'i and knew her kuleana. However, she was wild and had a very outspoken nature. For the weeks he had been there, Kau'i constantly expressed wanting Tuta to see all the land had to offer, speaking excitedly about Hawaii's many ahupua'a and beautiful flowers.
Tuta was grateful that Kau'i was not afraid to talk. She was kind and outgoing, while he was still bashful and uncomfortable with the suddenness of his new love. Tuta had never been in love before, and he struggled to understand how when he would know his love was true. He quickly learned about the new plants in his fiancée's land. He often got lost in thought and worried sometimes that Kau'i would tire of his quiet and thoughtful demeanor.
Meanwhile, Kau'i was never without her kolohe best friend, who could always make others laugh no matter how serious the situation.
The big man was named Maikai Ku'upua Ikanani Awana Pua III, but everyone around here just called him
The last of the new crew was Nanea. Kau'i's closest cousin, Nanea, was more quiet and reserved, constantly lost in the world of flowers. The group spent a few weeks together, getting to know one another, and soon enough, the week of the wedding came. Tuta and Kau'i wished each other goodbye and went their separate ways to prepare for their big day.
Kau'i felt sad about leaving her friends.
While Kau'i prepared with her people, Tutea worked on a special gift to give his bride at their wedding. Kau'i's cousin Nanea had suggested a great idea. "Let's make her a garden," she said to Tutea. So together, they went to find all the beautiful flowers to start their mala, their garden gift for Kau'i.
Even as a young girl, Nanea had always understood the secret language of the plants. She became invaluable to Tutea in his quest to make a wedding gift, as she identified each fragrant flower they encountered. And Donkey followed along and tried to keep up with the two, carrying more and more plants for his friends with each encounter. The previously reserved Nanea came to life in the forest, exclaiming,
"See this maile? Its sweet scent often leads me to the most special blossoms. And look, a pua iliahi, a sandalwood bud. I told you, the maile always leads me to the right place. It's as if the forest whispers its secrets if you listen closely enough." As the group continued deeper into the rainforest, they stumbled upon a reminder of the story of the pua iliahi, the story of strength. As Tutea's dance ended, Nanea went up to him and exclaimed, "You have so many more gifts than you've let on." Tutea could only smile bashfully, shy to the sudden praise from his new friend.
Continuing, Nanea says, "I promise I will help you create a garden filled with such beauty, Tutea." After hours of collecting plants and traveling, the weather began to turn, and Nanea turned to her companions and asked,
"Should we climb that steep mountain before the weather worsens, or follow that much longer winding path around it? I don't want the flowers to get ruined in the rain."
Though he spoke no words, Donkey made his reluctance known. Despite his hardy looks, he was very particular about his hooves, and didn't want to get his new manicure chipped on the mountain rocks.
Sensing the reluctance from Donkey, Tutea and Nanea reassured him, "You're right. Of course, the longer path is safer, even if it requires more time. Come on, Donkey."
After the long trek around the mountain, the clouds finally began to break. Just as the day was ending, they stumbled upon a field of hardy a'ali'i flowers. Nanea called out,
"Maka'ala, look, pua a'ali'i. See how they grow so strongly, even here."
The a'ali'i flowers reminded them of the resilience on their travels and the strength of their people.
As our wanderers continued, they entered a grove of ancient, gnarled, and powerful ohia.
Each filled with the brightest and deepest of red lehua blossoms. As they walked, Nanea told her companions the ancient legend of ohia and lehua as they moved.
Long ago, on this very island, lived a handsome warrior named Ohia and a beautiful maiden named Lehua. Their love was as deep and vibrant as the rising and setting of the sun.
But the fiery goddess Pele also wanted ohia. When he said his heart only belonged to Lehua, Pele became enraged and turned ohia into a twisted and strong contorted tree.
Lehua was so heartbroken that the other gods took pity on her, transforming Lehua into the beautiful blossoms that now grow on the ohia tree. In this way, the lovers could never truly be apart again.
It is said that if you pick the lehua flower, the skies will cry, and the rain, the tears of ohia and lehua, mourning even the briefest moments of separation.
But Donkey, never one to resist temptation, needed to know if the legend was true.
A ko o laua wike I ka ua, e kokolo lepo mai ana e ka ua. A ko o laua wike I ka ua, e kokolo lepo mai ana e ka ua. Ka iku ana ka I mai ana e ka ua, numai ana ka ua I ke kuahi. Iwi. Ka iku ana ka I mai ana e ka ua, numai ana ka ua I ke kuahi. Ana me ke rana nehe nā lula, e puka mai ana e ka ua. Poe ana e ka ua mehe nā lula, e puka mai ana e ka ua.
Upon daybreak from the storm, the ragged friends realized their terrain had shifted from forest to desert.
The once dry ground had been flooded by the storm, and broken branches littered their path, causing them to stumble.
Donkey, riddled with shame for bringing on the storm, helped a limping Nanea as they walked. Donkey stuttered,
I'm sorry, Nanea. I'll take you wherever you want to go. Nanea was silent and looked on when she suddenly shouted,
"That bird! There! She'll know where to go. Let's follow her."
The friends followed the bird and found a stone wall with a strange cactus.
"We found it! The Panini Waiākea flower! The resilient cactus flower thriving within the protection of prickly cactus leaves." After a long journey through the forest, the stormy night, and in the morning heat of the desert, our friends felt a deep sense of relief as they smelled the familiar salt and rolling sounds of the ocean. By now, they had looped around on their path and were less than a few days' walk back home. Nanea and Tuta were beyond ready to hi'uvai and ran towards the water.
But Donkey wasn't filled with any of this excitement. Though usually joy, he was beginning to realize how much he missed Kau'i. They had never actually been apart at all. He called out to his friends that he was going to run ahead of home and see them there. He had an odd feeling in his pu'uvai. He worried about the changes that would happen when his best friend became a wife. Nanea and Tuta spoke as they swam.
"I've always dreamed of having a place where all my flowers could grow strong and healthy."
"That's a wonderful dream, Nanea. I wish I knew what my dream was. I know I will be full of life and beauty, but Nanea, I'm worried about the marriage. I'm afraid I'll be trapped and won't be able to choose my own path."
"I worry too, Tuta. I know what it's like to have the weight of so many expectations on your shoulders." The two shared a smile, feeling a little bit better, and then a gentle breeze brought the sweet smell of nanu flowers.
Let's head home and make sure Donkey is okay. He looked a bit worried before he left us. And with that, the new couple continued on their way. On their way home, Nanea cried out,
Look, some delicate puakalaunu flowers. I love these flowers, though they can be a little hard to reach. Could you help boost me up, Tutea?
Donkey made record time in his travel back to the village. Upon his arrival, he discovered that his best friend Kaui had fallen ill while they had been away.
Donkey met with the healer and dashed out to the forest to collect the exact la'au requested of him.
Even though the medicine had been administered, Kaui remained bedridden. The best they could do was wait for her to heal before the wedding.
Donkey was worried sick about Kaui. He spoke to himself as she rested.
Kaui, you must get better soon. We have so many days ahead of us where we can explore and be free and laugh, just as we always have. Kaui, if you marry Tuta, please don't change too much. I can't imagine life without you.
At these words, Kaui stirred, and though weak, her smile beamed back at Donkey, looking down at her. Even with the wedding, her preparations, and the sudden illness, the whole world seemed to stop as the lifelong best friends gazed at one another. Nanea and Tuta returned to the village in high spirits, though they were quickly struck by the news of all they missed while they had been away. The young groom-to-be was anxious and paced as he spoke to Nanea.
I don't know if I can do this. I care about Ko'i, and I want her to get better. but I feel like I'm losing myself. I always thought I would know when I was in love. I care about Ko'i, I do, but the love in my heart is not for her.
True happiness is following your heart, even when it's hard.
Nanea, I love you. With you by my side, we can face anything. I do not want anyone to suffer from our actions, but you are right. We have to follow our heart.
Full of nerves but certain in his heart, Tuta knew he needed the counsel of his father. His father had remained in the village but intended to leave after the ceremony. Tuta knew this would not just be an important discussion, but possibly the most important discussion of their lives.
In the days that followed, many uncomfortable decisions needed to be had.
Tuta with his father,
The guilt-ridden and lovesick Nanea with her cousin, Ko'i.
and most importantly, between the groom and bride-to-be.
Each pair seemed to make themselves sick with worry and anticipation.
Ko'i felt hurt when told about her cousin and her betrothed. But later, as she spoke with Donkey about the situation, as she did with any situation, she realized she was far less hurt and far more relieved.
All her experience in life had taught her she should be angry and wage war on those who had wronged her. But no matter how much her mind told her to be mad, her heart melted.
It certainly didn't help that she had her donkey with her every step of the way.
And so, after many changes, many talks, and much peacemaking,
The garden that Tuta and Lanakila created became a symbol of unity and peace for all their communities.
the children and elders alike from every reach of the ocean decided to let their love guide them.
Their love for the land and each other, carrying on the legacy of Kale Oka Lanakila.
Nanea turned to her beloved and said,
Tuta, my love, look at them, working together in peace.
That they are, my love, strong and resilient like all the pua we have cultivated together.
And in just the way the people have always remembered things, the people in our story tonight remembered the harmony and gentleness of their distant ancestors. Once planted in their hearts, it was impossible not to see it in everything. Most of all, the colors, aromas, and beauty of the forest flowers. And so, the lei of victory, Kale Oka Lanakila, bloomed. o ka Lanakila. Ohana, at this time we ask that you all please stand and join us as we sing Hawaii Aloha.
E Hawaii e tuone hanaule Tuone Ulaimine Oni lola ina pono laino E Hawaii
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we perform the Waiākea High School alma mater. When we sing, joining us for Waiākea 2025 here at Waiākea High School. This concludes our program. We mahalo you for joining us here tonight. Please get home safely. Have a good night and aloha!